What's up, y'all? AC here for another review, and today I'm reviewing Boldy James and Jay Versace's latest tape, the Versace tape. Now, Boldy James is a Detroit rapper who released one of my favorite projects this year with The Alchemist, which, if you haven't heard, please check it out. And Jay Versace is a producer who has a pretty sizable social media presence. Now, these two coming together kind of surprised me, so I was pretty interested in the product that they made. And I gotta say that the collab was pretty good, honestly. The production was lo-fi and bare, and Boldy did his thing, laying down bars about hustling in the streets, which is always enjoyable to hear from him, as he has one of my favorite voices and deliveries in hip-hop, and I think he's a rapper who has been getting better with each and every release. Now, the intro of this tape is a cool news intro, which is always fine. I really like when albums sample news clips or just clips of other things, because it makes everything feel a little bit more cinematic or grand. So after this track, we have the song Maria, which is the actual first track. And Boldy lets it known right away that he's signed to Greiselda, as you hear their tag within the first few seconds of the song. Boldy wastes no time, as he's immediately laying down bars continuously on the track. The beat is just a bare horn sample, which in my opinion works best for Boldy. My favorite song on his last project was Grey October, which is bare like this one, so of course I liked it as well. The track ends with a skit that is not coherent at all. It kind of made me chuckle, but I was more confused than anything. It was just a skit of a crackhead, which I get, but I wasn't much of a fan of. The song New Wave has some nice vocals and horns that mesh really well. Of course, Boldy sounded good on the track, and that's pretty much it. The song is pretty short. On the song Cartier, Boldy sounded great. His flow wasn't crazy or anything, but I just liked how he rode the beat. The beat was a jazz sample with a light snare and drum. El Camino was featured on the track, and his verse was okay. At first he sounded like he was trying to find the beat, and then he did some singing, which was a bit less than enjoyable. The song Prick Van Axel has a really clever name if you're a basketball fan. The beat is nice. The best way I would describe it is like lo-fi gold dust. There was a cool sample of Nick Van Axel later in the song. Boldy kind of sounded more somber and reminiscent on the track. He was talking about his friends and how others view him as a drug dealer. The song Long Live Julio has the most layers out of any other song on this album. There were vocals that would rain in here and there, and there were horns that sounded really well together on the track. Boldy has a set of lines that I really dug, where he said, "Don't pray for me, pray for the parasite. We pray for Paris, now we on the terrace out in paradise." I thought that the rhyme schemes connected well, and it just sounded great together. The song Monte Cristo had a really interesting vocal sample. It was chopped up, and it reminded me of a song you'd hear in the old black and white Mickey Mouse cartoons. The track was painfully short, though. Cardinal Sin has this instrumental that reminded me of Solace by Earl Sweatshirt. Of course, not as depressing, but a really good track. Boldy seems to really make an emphasis on what side you're from or live on in Detroit throughout this song, as he's talking about high schools and where this person is from and where he's from. And then the last song, Roxy Cotton, has West Side on it, and it was a pretty cool track. The beat was fine, and Boldy was Boldy. Like I said before, the guy might just have my favorite voice in hip-hop, so he just sounds good on everything to me. Unfortunately, West Side just sung on the track, which wasn't bad, but it would have been better if he had just rapped. Keisha Palm had a pretty dope monologue at the end that I would suggest that y'all check out. Overall, this was a really short but well done project. I'd rate it. It's pretty dope. Please subscribe, drop a like, and have a good one.